Quite a lot of wheel spin. Temperature is skyrocketing. The brakes do nothing. Today in automation, I will be making an economy supercar and a super economy car. Essentially, a supercar with an economy car engine and an economy car with a supercar engine. Nothing else is going to be changed about these two cars, and I'm going to be comparing them to figure out which bit is more important. So, let's start off with the economy supercar. Material is going to be partial carbon fiber, going to be a monocoque, light AHS steel, mid-longitudinal, push rod, and double push rod in the back as well. Neon green. McLaren Ecoboost. Just add a basic look here, just put a couple door handles on it. Add some supercar style mirrors to the side of it. This is going to be a really low detail one actually because, well, it doesn't really need to be high detail. I'm just going to make this car so it has everything that it needs rather than actually being a fully fleshed out supercar with everything on it. God fucking damn, I can't find a good looking vent. Add a McLaren style vent to the side. Color match it because this isn't the top end model, this is just the Ecoboost model. And of course add the all important badge to the back. Ecoboost. Gonna make it rear wheel drive, new project, inline 3, 1 litre Ecoboost. It's quite a lot like the engine in my own car, other than my car isn't turbocharged or a Ford. So it's not entirely like the engine in my own car. It's not a very powerful machine. Yeah, 91 horsepower seems about right for an inline 3 Ecoboost. Dual clutch, 7-speed, clutch limited slip, radial, sports, embiggen the tires. That's some nice supercar-like rims to this. Right, now let's make the other car. V12 thing. I do have the V16 mod, which is, why is it a utility? Oh. Whoa, what the fuck is that? Interesting. Let's make it treated steel, monocoque frame, corrosion-resistant steel, with a front transverse-mounted engine, McPherson strut, and a torsion beam in the back. And this is going to be very practical. This makes it a normal colour for a hatchback like that. Yep, silver. Because God forbid anybody have an interesting colour car nowadays. Now, I actually really like making a standard car because there's a lot more options for making I'm not good at designing supercars, I'm good at designing normal cars. But not normal as in new cars. Those are Astra headlights, aren't they? I've accidentally made a Vauxhall Astra. Oh god. Vauxhall Astra GTR. I guess it kinda looks like an older Astra. I mean, it doesn't really look like an Astra, does it? It looks like a Kia at the back, and it looks like an Astra at the front. I had a slight bit of panic there because automation almost crashed on me again. It likes to do that when I tab into OBS at times. It will just occasionally decide, nah, and lock up for a couple of minutes. I can add a small, I don't know, Opel badge or something on the back. There's now an Opel. It looks like an MG interpretation of a Vauxhall rather than an actual Vauxhall. It will be a twin exit exhaust when we're done with this. GTR badge to it. The Asbo V12, if that will actually fit. That somehow fits in the car. Hold on. 4 turbos. Yes. This is not going to fit in the Vauxhall Astra so well, is it? How much power is this making? I mean, a bit. Smart boost. Huh, lowering the compression. Holy shit, no, I was looking at the torque rather than the horsepower, because usually I've got less horsepower than torque. I didn't realize this was making over 1,000 horsepower. Anyway. Manual, 5-speed, open differential, solid discs in the front, maybe slightly bigger, drums in the back because it allows us to save money and include a handbrake in the drum brake. That's actually why a lot of hatchbacks have drum brakes, by the way, is because you don't need a designated handbrake with them. This car's gonna be fucking uncontrollable. I just realized that the engine is visible underneath the car. That might cause issues. Yeah, that's better. Didn't realize that at first. That is going to cause issues if it... Oh no. It's not visible now, unless you look there. It's not really dragging on the ground anymore, but speed bump might cause slight mechanical failure. But it should be all good on a track. As for cars that I have built today are an economy car and a supercar. I feel the most fitting place to test these cars will be in a city, on an Italian road, and thirdly, and finally, on the track. Starting with the McLaren. Weave around the corner. Not quite power through this, but gradually build up speed through the uphills. Ignore that. Due to this car having supercar running gear and not much power, you can throw it around pretty much any corner without an issue. And I mean, the 1 litre Ecoboost doesn't even sound that bad. This car's actually extremely easy to drive. I mean, I know I've kinda crashed this and it's the second time I'm taking it around this track. Really well controlled around here. Can get up a decent bit of speed as well. Turbo is definitely doing quite a bit of help on this car. Yeah, it's not very quick, but I mean, drives well. Across the line. It really revs slow. Quite a lot of wheel spin. Temperature is skyrocketing. The brakes do nothing. Retry that. And not stall. This engine produces a bit too much torque and a bit too much power for this car, and it cannot use it whatsoever. I mean, it's a lot quicker uphill, at least on the speedometer, but wonder if that's just being caused by wheel spin. Oh god. No steering whatsoever. I mean, who would have thought a 1000 horsepower wouldn't be very controllable in an Opel Astra? You know, those kind of things. Nobody thinks about that. I wonder why. Steer. Oh god. Got it. Use all the power. I realized this maxed out at around 106 miles an hour, and the time in the Opel Astra was 2 minutes 26 seconds. Over 20 seconds slower than the McLaren Ecoboost. Right. So the track on Italy being used is a cliff road. This is supposedly going to be a difficult challenge. I think it'll be okay in the McLaren, but it will actually be probably quite difficult in the Opel. Just on account of how it was in the city, it was fucking abysmal to drive. It wouldn't steer, it wouldn't brake, and it would just constantly wheel spin because it's got an open differential and a 1000 horsepower engine. It's not the best design car in the world, I'm going to admit. So, drive mode, select. Off the line. Very slow acceleration, to be fair. I mean, quicker than my Kia, but the bar is low. It's quite a pleasant car to drive. It's very easy to drive, and I can imagine this being quite fun, honestly. Kind of like a hot hatch, if it costs way too much to produce, and if you had a small dent in the bonnet, it would cost you more than a second-hand Golf to replace. Can't imagine services would be cheap either, or tires. Oh shit, I hit the wall. I always talk about how this car is easy to drive, and then I proceed to crash it. It happened the first lap off the city circuit, and it happened here again. Piss. Get this car into gear. Disappointingly slow launch again. And this is on automation and BeamNG, not the history of Forza Horizon, so I will shut up about that. Slow down here, unlike last time. I clipped the wall again, but that was just because of me being grossly incompetent. I wonder how much is left on this track. Because I really do not want to have to do this whole thing in the fucking Astra. Piss, how did I fucking crash it again? I think all the issues with the way this car drives are all down to user error. As in, I cannot drive it. Too powerful for me. I see the finish. And knowing me, I will crash just before the finish. Exactly as I predict. Oh, hold on. Yeah. God fucking damn it, I was just 2 meters away. And across the line. That was abysmally slow. Alright, at the start, in the ashtray. I'm gonna into drive. In first. I might leave the traction control on. Oh god, it's already lost control. That was such a slow crash as well. It's already crashed. I've already crashed it because it is not very easy to control. Oh, and it's got no texture in the front as well. Restarting in the ashtray. It's not much quicker off the line because it's got the awful differential. Oh, it's lost control again. Fuck. Let's just say the Astra did not finish. That's just... yeah. I don't like this car. I am not looking forward to driving this. It handles probably worse than most cars I've made, with the exception of one very notable exception that just didn't steer at all. Although hopefully this does beat the Charge Dodger, because I just hope every car beats the Charge Dodger. I wonder if this car's like the fuel consumption. It's probably just drunk all of it. Slow down for the chicane. Okay, that's not... oh god, that's not steering anymore. Well, I mean, at least the steering system isn't broken like the sports bus. God, it's not even steering. God, it's still possible to beat the Charge Dodger. Just gotta be really quick. Hopefully that was quicker. How was it quick? So it beat the Charge Dodger. It beat the Pierogi Gopnik. But will it beat the McLaren? Well, I already know the answer is no. Hopefully the Ecoboost McLaren is a bit easier to drive. Very controlled through the first chicane. Took that corner perfectly. Also, I think it's using a lot less fuel. Not have any of the issues I've had in previous cars here. Yep. Through that corner with no issues. That's a first. I think the top speed in this car is actually quicker than the Astra, just because it's got more gears. Which is quite an important bit of an engine's performance, although it isn't exceeding 115. I think the engine might not have enough power to use 7th gear. Look how well it took that, or look how it didn't spin out on that corner. It didn't really take it very well, but that was due to me. That is the best I've ever done that chicane in an automation car. Even better than some of my serious automation cars. This is easily beat every other car that I've built in automation. The time difference isn't even comparable. 2 minutes 41 seconds to 3 minutes and 6 seconds. I think this might be the best car I've made. Impact detected. Stopping car. Yeah. You don't say.